Hello and welcome to the Roar podcast on Christian Mix 106. We're here with a special guest today. I'm Destiny Yarbrough, your host, and we have Kim Crable, one of our very own Christian Mix 106 family. She's going to speak to you today on what is your verse.
Hello, friends on Christian Mix 106. You know, when I was thinking about what I'd like to talk about today, what's most important, I began to feel that God wanted me to ask a very important question to you. What is your scriptural life verse? Have you chosen something for this period in your life, a verse, a scripture that you stand on? That's your go-to, something that encourages you, something that brings you back to balance, something that you just have handy and ready. You know, for years, my verse has been Ephesians 3:20. Glory be to God who by His power at work within me can do greater than anything I could ever imagine or even dare to ask. Many times I feel like the world is just too overwhelming. I feel like that what maybe God is asking me to do is too much. Maybe I just don't even think that I can make it through the next day, the next news broadcast. But then God brings me back to that verse. Glory be to Him, His power at work within me, His work within my body, in the situation around me. It's Him at work that makes things workable, doable, possible. You know, this world can seem very overwhelming. Where you are going to, your workplace, maybe your marriage, maybe your relationship, maybe your job. Maybe you're trying to make a move from one neighborhood to another neighborhood. I mean, really, life events can seem overwhelming. And then we have those hurts tucked in our hearts that maybe no one knows about, and they're speaking to us. So maybe you're like me sometimes. You just are feeling bombarded from all places. Friends, that is a design by the enemy to try to stop you from doing what God has called you to do, that which may seem overwhelming. And I just tell you, in our humanness, it is impossible. Even Jesus said to His disciples, what you are looking at, what you're facing is impossible with man. He says, but all things are firm in your faith. Believe it. Don't just believe in God, believe God. Take that scripture and stand on it. He will make it true, because it really is true. With man, things seem very impossible, but with God, all things are possible. And not only possible, but glory be to God, by His power at work within us, it can do greater than we could ever imagine. Stand on that today. Let God be bigger than anything you're facing. This is Kim Crable. Thank you so much for joining us today on Christian Mix 106.
Thank you so much, Kim, for that rich word. Thank you for tuning in today to all of our listeners.